Events are a great way to get your message out to a larger audience, but you might be wondering how to get started. Well, to begin, you'll want to log into your BlueJeans account, and from there, you'll click on the Events tab at the top of your screen. Take a look on the left-hand side of the screen, and you'll notice a blue Schedule Event button. Let's go ahead and click on that. And it's from this page that we'll be prompted to enter in a title for your event, as well as a description. So let's go ahead and enter those in now. With your title and description entered, it's now time to select the date and the time, as well as the duration of the event. So click on each box and select those now. You do have the option to change the time zone here. Simply click on the time zone and choose the appropriate one from the drop-down list. And if you'd like to make your event a repeat event, put a check mark in the box that you see here. You can then choose the reoccurrence for that meeting as well as when it should end. But for this video, we're not going to choose that option, so I'll uncheck it and then simply click on Continue. Now it's at this point that you'll be asked to choose your event type, and there are two different types here. There's a restricted event and a public event. Let's start with the restricted event. This means that everyone must have a BlueJeans account, username and password, to attend that event. And with a restricted event, you can choose to invite everyone in your organization, or you can make it by invitation only. Let's turn our attention over to public events, because when we click on this, the difference here is that you do not need a BlueJeans account to be a presenter or an attendee. So a username and a password is not required. And if you'd like, you can require registration for this event by putting a check mark in the box that you see here. We'll come back to the settings after we've scheduled this event. Now, before we hit that blue schedule button, I do want to call out a couple of other options that you have available here, and this will carry over to a public event or a restricted event. First thing you'll notice is event branding. You can choose our default messages that you'll see on the screen for the welcome and the thank you, or you can change that to be a custom message of your own using a PNG or a JPEG. You can also expand the settings here. Now let's talk through this. You can enable by putting a green check mark in the boxes, each one of these, or disable them by taking that check mark out. You can allow event chat, which allows attendees to chat with other participants, attendee search, allowing them to search for other attendees. You can enable Q&A and make those anonymous or auto-approved. You can turn on auto-recording, meaning that as soon as the event begins, the recording will automatically start. You can choose a phone dial-in option, allow attendees to raise their hand to be promoted to presenters, display the attendee count, as well as play welcome music. Once you've selected all of the options, choose the Schedule button as you see down below here. And it's at this point that you'll be asked to invite presenters, moderators, and attendees. Presenters are the ones who can share video, audio, and their screen. Moderators have full control over the event, so you'll want to use these selectively. And attendees are in view and listen only mode, but they can request to interact live. Now let's go back to the presenters, and you'll notice you can invite your presenters by email. So simply click in the box, enter the email addresses separated by commas, add an invitation message if you like, and then click on Next. This will bring us to the Moderator tab, where you can do the same thing. Enter in those email addresses, add an invitation message, and click on Next. And now we're brought to the attendee screen. And we'll do the same thing again. Enter in those email addresses separated by commas, add an invitation message as you would like, and from here, click on the Send Invitation button. Now, invites will go out to all who you have invited. Now that you've scheduled your event and sent out those invites, let's talk about managing the registration and adding additional people to the event. Back on your Events tab, you'll see all of your upcoming events, and you can click on the one that you're looking at to expand it. From here, you can manage your registrations by clicking on the Manage Registrations link. And you'll see all of the registrations that have been approved and or denied. You can invite additional people to this session by entering in the email addresses separated by a comma. And once you've done that, you'll move down to the bottom here and click on the Send button. Now let's take a look at your settings for your registration. This is where we can do things such as customizing your registration form. Name and email is used as default, but if you'd like to add additional questions here, you can do that. You can also choose your approval type for this event. So you can auto-approve all registrants that are sent that email join link. You can also auto-approve users from specific domains. So this could be from your company domain as an example. And if you choose this option, you just simply need to type in the domain separated by a comma for multiple domains. If you'd like to manually approve each registrant, you can do that as well. And finally, email notifications. If you would like to notify your attendees based upon a chosen time, as a reminder that the event is about to start, you can notify them 30 minutes before the event or 1 day before the event. And that brings us back to the Events tab. And you'll notice as users are engaging with those invites, you'll see the attendee registrations as pending, approved, or declined here. And again, if you'd like, at any point in time, you can manage those registrations and you'll see them listed